and the teams are loading into the lobby right now. So we are just about ready to start the finals match between Guardians of God's Glaze and P247. Guardians of God's Glaze will be on the blue side, and P247 will be on red for this first game. So, Rav, are you excited? I'm excited.
Oh yeah. That was a great warm up, and the teams are just loading into the game. Just a few more minutes until we have our season 3 on the way. And are we going to have repeat champions? Is P247 going to repeat as champions, or are the newcomers, GGG, are they able to come and complete their Cinderella run, upset after upset after upset, to go ahead and take the grand tournament? We're going to have to see, and that's why we're here. And I really hope Panzer's prediction runs through and that we're going to get to see a third game. And
Indeed.
At some point in the next few minutes, we are going to have special guest caster Waff come jump into the broadcast as a key third man for the most important games of the season. Stripes, last time he was here was in Grand Tournament Season 1, and well, he's back for the important games here with me and you. And thank you once again. You're doing a really good job hosting. The broadcast looks amazing, and I can't wait to get things rolling.
One more big shout out to Reverse, the Direwolves top laner, who created all of these different scenes that we see. It is so great to have professionally done scenes like these, and just a huge shout out to him. He's done terrific work, and it wouldn't look this nice without him.
Absolutely. And here it's special guest caster Waff just coming in. How do you do, sir?
Well, we're here. I want to give a big shout out to everybody, especially all the pronouns that I'm never going to remember, every single gender, especially to JoJo. You're doing a great job, bud. Keep forgetting everything, and I think we're gonna have a banger. I think we got some. I'm looking around. I see some just. Oh, I don't even know what to call these guys yet. Like, it's gonna take me a while to figure out some nicknames because like, it's gonna be a fiesta or siesta. It's gonna be a shit show or a fucking party.
Well, I
don't even know.
Hopefully. Well, the more excitement, the better in my eyes when it comes to games of League of Legends. And, well, at least when it comes to watching League of Legends, not necessarily playing it. But they are having little issues reorganizing themselves. It's more human error than everything, so it is taking just a little bit. But I think we're all set to stone, or we're all set to go. If everyone is ready to go, I do believe we have a champ select to get into.
And I'm really curious, guys, how well did GGG prepare for this this battle? How well did they research their picks and bans? Have they been playing any games together? What is their state of readiness? Because you know P247 has come to play. Whether they're front runners or they're down 3,000-4,000 gold coming into mid game, they just play so well as a team and they coordinate so well in their system. And now we have the picks and bans. I can't wait for this first game, and let's see how these teams are going to shake up. Is there going to be a Gwen? Is there going to be a Ziggs?
Well,
let's see if any of these power picks are going to come out. We're not seeing a Kaiser.
They saw Paint play that last game and like, no. You weren't the hard carry that game, but we don't want you to be the hard carry. So, and not only that, we're going to see an Ezreal ban too. So, 2 bans thrown out towards Paint, as well as Vince and Zoe. Well, on the other side, they don't want to see a Nico and Nasus thrown away. Very interesting picks.
Pretty sure this is gonna, like, I'm pretty sure Paint and Lofton rolled out of the fucking bed, put on their sombrero and their flip flops, and they're about to light the shit up. Like,
man.
They're gonna one hand on the mouse, one hand on their and they're just
The flagpole. The
And we're not talking about Johnson. We're not talking about Johnson, the fucking 80 carry from the LCS. Okay, we're talking like there. You know what I'm talking about. Let's be honest here.
Well,
Waffen and Paint are going to just boon diggity these kids. Guaranteed. Put money on it right now. I played against them. They're absolutely wild in lane. You know Ferris is coming.
indeed.
They got Ferris, right? They got
Yep.
Ferris.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Ferris is in
And this
here in the jungle, and
This
Usually
is a flex
like-
pick
Whoa.
here. The Diego is a flex pick here between jungle and mid lane. They both play it. It's one of Ferris's best junglers, so it'll probably go to jungle. But Vincent does play it in the mid lane as well.
To be honest, last time I played against Ferris, the lights went out. And I didn't even know who was hitting me. Right? I was just like whack whack. I'm out. Cold.
I still close my eyes at night, and sometimes I see P247 in
Yeah.
the darkness there, coming ahead and CCing me and slapping me around, and I can't do anything about it. I just have to sit there and take it. It's some sort of psychological break that I think I've had.
You know what? That's okay because every time I look for my shoelaces or my lunch money, I understand that Paint took it, and he's an animal. And I'm gonna get him next season. Like I'm gonna train. I'm gonna go in the hyperbolic gay chamber, and I'm just gonna get huge, okay? Like I'm just gonna get wild.
Well, speaking of animals, Hackerim, sort of not really an animal, but the spirit that's taken on more of a centaur form, is going to be the third.
Great
pick
tie-in
for
stripes.
Guardian-
Excellent tie-in.
Glaze.
High level, dude.
And I do think that this is going to actually be a Lucian in the bot lane. GGG has been one of the few teams that actually has thrown Lucian down in the bot lane, so probably going to keep that there.
Is he really that good in the bot lane though? Like he's a solo laner, and I know some people are playing him, but is he gonna have the same oomph in the late game as like your Vayne? And I don't think he will.
That's just the nature of Lucian. They want to try and shut down this Vayne early so she doesn't get super fed late on. I can see that works well, but there is a Nocturne coming in, so still kind of don't know where this Viego or this Nocturne is going to go. Presumably, these are going to be flexed between top and jungle, probably depending on top lane matchup. Silas will probably more than likely be going mid, as we see an Ahri getting picked up for GGG, and their top laner seems to be the last one that's left, and it is going to be Garen.
Here we go. Beyblades. Someone's going to be spinning.
That is going to be Garen into Nocturne, so I like the direct challenge. Garen's just going to try to smash Nocturne out before he can get to that mid-game monster using his ult to affect the side lane. So if they've got GGG, they've got winning lanes. They have an early to mid-game comp. They're saying, look, guys, we're not going to let you get ahead. We're going to get ahead, and we're going to contest these early objectives. We're going to get the early kills, and we're going to take this LAS grand tournament final game here, game one, in their hands, and they're not going to look back. That's what they're saying when I see this type of comp.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Last weekend, GGG played, right? And they secured their spot to the finals. Was it last weekend or the weekend before?
That was last weekend. They did play Lucian and Nautilus one game.
And you guys did the interview that I watched on Twitch with them, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So they're not a bad team. But if you look objectively at these comps, okay? Viego, meta as shit, super strong. Vayne, I know it's a comfort pick for Paint, so that's fine. Silas has many ults to steal. You play Silas when you can steal the ult, right? So the Garen ult's good, Ahri ult's good, Hecarim ult's really good. You don't really give a shit about Lucian ult, but the Nautilus ult's really good. So Silas has a very large form of ults to pick from. Nocturne's extremely meta, and I have to say that P247 won this draft. They got all the meta picks, all the power picks, right? They have a lane in bot lane that's not strong, but it will be able to survive, and Paint's extremely good on Vayne. So this is going to be an uphill battle for GGG. This is like the border crisis, bro. This is 100% the border crisis. It's about to blow open. Guaranteed. One fight, and it's over.
Indeed, it does seem to be very, very dangerous, as it looks to be actually Silas up in the top lane. Nocturne is gonna be heading mid over to Vincent. So,
Strong.
speaking of Nocturne, something to look forward to possibly. There is a combination that has been brought to light, or I should say, brought into the darkness of Fiddle Nocturne.
The darkness is gonna get you.
Because
It's gonna happen.
so Fiddle starts alting, Nocturne alts, and as long as Fiddlestick hits someone with his ultimate, they're instantly feared because technically he's outside of vision because no one can see anything. So that is something to look forward to. I don't know if we're going to be seeing it later on in this series, but it is something to watch out for as Nocturne is already picked here for P247. So just a combo to look out for. And I do gotta say, top lane is gonna be really, really rough for Smiker here. Silas does win the matchup, especially around 6 because of the Kingslayer healing and the ability to steal Garen's ultimate and use it against him. He can easily win the 1v1 if he just plays it properly.
But, Garen is strong on the way to that 6, so there is a chance that Smiker can get an early back, a slight item lead, or perhaps a half level onto trash plays. And I'm really looking for where Capsons goes for his early ganks. Every lane is so important. He's got a lane that needs to win top. He's got a lane that needs to win bottom. A mid lane that really should be roaming. And if she can't, she has to at least keep Nocturne in check. So it's a very delicate puzzle here for GGG, but they've picked an early game comp to be able to get the lead, and I want to see them do it. I want to see them be aggressive early. I don't want them to see them sit back and farm because they're not going to be happy going into this game 25, 30, 35 minutes deep.
Gentlemen, let's put some bets down. Who do we think we're going to win this game? What do you think?
Ooh, based off of the draft, I do gotta say I do favor P247's comp. I do have to agree with you with that one. But if GGG can pull off some good leads in the laning phase and get far enough ahead, I do believe that they might be able to snowball this and close this out. But dragon stacking is going to be number one priority.
If GGG wins this, I'll talk like JoJo B and whisper the rest of the stream. I swear to God, like I don't see a door. I don't even see a window for GGG. Like I know they're a good team.
And I know why you're saying that, Waff, because we've had so much experience against the former boosted bonobos. Now P247, we know that these guys have a lot of comfort on their side. We've seen Ferris carry games in Viego. We've seen Vincent practice incredibly hard on the Nocturne for Season 2. This is something that their coach enacted for this season as one of the
power
picks. Absolutely.
You never see this in LCS. You never see 3 power picks get through a draft, right? So
at least I expect to see
some. I expect to see some changes in the ban system for GGG. Right? I think GGG can come back. They can totally flip this around. I just don't think the draft was. Well, to be honest, you have to ban Zoe. Jesus.
The question is how many picks are you how many bans are you willing to throw away at Vincent? One thing I am surprised is no early Akali pick. Akali is kind of broken right now, and even as we saw in the matchup behind previous, Deathskull was really, really strong on the Akali despite being on the losing team, and we know Vincent really, really good with that Akali, so I'm surprised that didn't go through. I think they had a set plan for this game coming forward, but keep in mind that Akali pick going forward as we get farther into the series.
Jesus.
I agree, Stripes. I think we very likely could see it in Cali game 2 or game 3, but this is a Nocturne pick for the team comp. This isn't necessarily for Vincent to hard win his lane. This is for him to be able to affect the jungle and the side lane that I'm sure they're going to like to get paint in there around the 15-minute mark, up around the the 20-25-minute mark. If they can get some solo gold into Vayne, get her leveled up, get her working on her second and third item, it's a great way to win, and it doesn't have to be with Vincent picking up all the solo kills.
Is Nocturne with the new nerf to the Stride Breaker any different? You got a 90% slow decaying, but is Nocturne losing something without the dash?
No,
dash
I don't.
Keep the tether, right?
I don't think so. I don't think Nocturne actually is too affected negatively by these. I think he's actually affected more positively because of the other changes to it other than removing the dash, because a lot of the time when you're using Stride Breaker, you're either using it to clear out a minion wave, because the passive in Stride Breaker can just one-shot the entire minion wave, except for cannon minions, of course. But in addition, you pretty much use Stride Breaker when you're already on top of people, so the dash really is ineffective. You just slow them more, allow your tether to pop all the way through, and I wouldn't be surprised if Nocturne is stronger in patch 11.13 with the Stride Breaker changes.
Oh, let's take a look at this, though. We got Lucian skin, right? We all know what month it is, right? It's a big month for a certain group of people, and he's picking out that skin. I think there might be something else. It might be coming out. Some power.
Big support. We're going to have to see if it doesn't just look good, but acts good here in the bot lane. And we had seen it in the semifinals. Yesman having an amazing Nautilus game. Waff, I know you're a Nautilus player, and you can appreciate some of those drudge lines and those CC combinations. Look at Yesman. His Nautilus, very, very clean.
Gotta get your hooker on, for sure.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm gonna drink this beer. We're gonna get going. Like, this is either, like I said, siesta or fiesta. Which one are we gonna get?
Oh, looks like we're gonna get fiesta here.
That's it. Enter taken down. Oh, and that's welcome first blood over to the Silas too. Whew.
Trash plays when he gets on a damage champion up there with a couple of kills can really take over the game. First blood over to Silas, gonna pick up a mana crystal. Gonna look to keep his spells going up there in the top lane, as Garen doesn't have any mana. He can just heal up under turret after a while with his passive.
Some things I do want to keep in mind when it comes to summoner spell and rune choices. You might see a lot of axes on your screen. That's because 7 different people decided to go with Conqueror. And the biggest one I want to point out is Capsun on this Hecarim. Instead of going Phase Rush, he went with the Conqueror for more damage. And instead of Ghost, he's gone Ignite. And Smiker as well, also going Ignite on this Garen. So, no TP, so gotta play this lane out a lot better, and it's gonna be quite hard giving already first blood given over trash.
Like you were saying, he's just looking at all the health regen that can go in top lane here against Silas, and picking that Ignite to hopefully be able to pick up a couple of extra kills that you might not otherwise have it. Otherwise, you would really like a teleport. You really want to be pressuring this bot lane, and if you can do it with Hecarim, Ahri, and with a teleport and Garen, you can get 5 members in the bot awfully quick and just overload that side. They're not going to be able to do it this game. They're going for lane dominance here in the top.
Indeed, they want to try and shut down this Silas as much as possible, but it might be a bit hard to do that because of how good Silas is at his self-sustain from his W. Now, Vincent went with the Corrupting Pot and Biscuits. I'll obviously help out with the mana problems Nocturne usually has in lane due to just low mana and high costs. And all in all, CS seems to be pretty much even. There's some withstanding CS across the board, so the difference in CS is a bit deceiving, especially in top and bot, as there are more minions on blue side than there are red currently in lane.
Oh yeah.
And just so the players can know, it is a first Cloud Dragon that's coming up in 1 minute and 30.
Indeed.
Probably not going to be fighting over at spawn, as we're seeing the jungle and Ferris getting this bot side scuttle with Lucian Nautilus edging up and deciding, they're not going to contest that. We're just going to focus on bot lane, keep that pushed up, and be aware that P247's jungler is on the bot side. But here, Hecarim decides the better of it.
Nice little drive-by. What up?
Yep.
What up?
Boom, boom. Pop a cap right there. But you know what? He didn't have very good aim and frankly just missed everyone.
That was as about as useful as you know, I'm gonna try to be nice today. Like we're gonna try to do something different here. Like I don't want to just trash these guys. That wasn't very good. Let's let them warm up a little bit.
Yes. Paint the only one with any real warm up that we have witnessed due to us actually being able to see him warm up in the show game. Oh, but Trash getting some good damage up in the top lane, hitting that max range E on Silas.
Kane and Lofton don't win. If they don't win, I'm going to be sending them toe pitches for the next 2 months, bro. Like, these guys better win. I can't be talking this kind of stuff. And
well, they haven't gone down yet. They're getting an easy first back. Pretty good start in the first 5 minutes for this duo. So just because they don't have a kill as of yet, they are perfectly fine, as Lofton playing mostly a defensive cow. Not going on the offense just yet. Really happy for Paint just to pick up as much CS as possible before they decide to turn on this bot lane of Bo Chicken and Yesman.
can they actually play offensive cow? Like, is that possible?
You don't really need to early on.
No, I think they picked this bot lane to party in the NAA RAM. Like, you want to get into team fights.
Let's look at who roams first, whether it's going to be Nautilus or Ali. Both have still been going to bot lane. As we're seeing, Ali's going to go in, going to start to get a little bit aggressive as Bane gets the first shot on the Lucian. Going to continue shooting onto Nautilus as he's got the third shot. Varus is going to be able to get in, and the flash away from Nautilus.
Let me get my Nostradamus on. He's
predict?
coming back. He's coming back. He's going to come back for a revisit.
Indeed, but
that flash down. Yeah.
Yep.
But they have backed already, and that's Noon Quiver for Lucian and a Bramble Vest for Nautilus too. As both top laners just hit 6, and both mid laners are there as well.
Early dragon, as from getting that Nautilus kill on bottom, you're able to swing up and easily get the first dragon. We're going to see if P247 can start stacking these. We have a mountain next, which means the extra fun Infernal or Ocean here as a soul. So lots of high value dragons to be fighting for throughout this game.
I'd like to see Nautilus or Alistair roam up into the Wraith pit. Like right behind Ari, do like a flash over a wall kind of thing. Like I think that's... Oh my Jesus.
Oh.
It's going to work.
Oh.
No. Oh.
And that's going to be a kill over to Smiker. The Unite will take him down. Capson just here to just say hi to Trash and bye to Trash. And boy, hot garbage has got a brand new meaning here.
Here, the counter engage from Vincent. Is he going to go and make sure that Hecarim gets out of the fight? Garen is going to try to follow. Capstones really needs to get out of there. They just don't have the abilities. Oh, but they're going to dive. I can't believe that Ferris. They're going to get the trade.
That was questionable.
Is going to try to get the extra damage. She is going to have to retreat towards the tower, as full health Silas is going to be a little bit too hot for what she can handle.
Yeah, Enter tried to get Vincent down, but she was unable to do so as we had to engage into the bot lane. Nope, nothing coming of it though. Just some poke onto the supports.
Lucian Nautilus being able to push, but let's see what they can do with it. If they're not able to transition or start to get some turret plates. Oh, great damage here from Boat Chicken. We saw this in the semifinals. Really good ults to get all kinds of damage. Lofton's going to go ahead with the EQ, but it's going to go ahead and get flashed out as the first kill goes over to him as Lofton. Yes Man's going to follow. Boat Chicken is going to start to get aggressed on before Ferris chases him down. Just missing the dredge line. No, that wasn't Lofton. That was Ferris as Yesman being able to get that dredge line. Love that ability as Viego to be able to steal your opponent's ability and using them against them. It makes for some really entertaining plays.
Something we didn't even get to mention is that P247 have both hijackers. Viego hijacks your body, Trash hijacks your ultimate. So literally everything you are can be stolen by your opponents in this game if you're on GGG.
But Yesman's going to go ahead and start off with the R. He literally cannot miss that. Dredge Line's going to follow up. A nice follow-up play there. Capsuns is going to be around, but even with the red buff, it's not going to be enough damage to take any down. Once again, Paint is going to get away to safety.
Key thing to point out, Paint was forced to flash. That's a flashless Vayne. Oh, yes, you have a little bit of mobility with your tumble. It's really not big enough to actually warrant much. And if you can actually if you're in the dead middle of the dredge line, I don't know if tumble is just enough to actually dodge you completely out of the way. So, having no flash is painful as Caps goes for a little something in mid lane, but nothing much there.
I have not drank enough beers to watch what I'm seeing right now. Like, it's just kind of sloppy.
Do you want to point out PG47 in the past has had plenty of games where they've had sloppy early games and even sloppy mid games, but it's just that one team fight that brings it all the way around and turns a losing game into a winning one for them. And once they get that lead back, they just have the game and they can't lose it anymore.
Oh, here we go. Lights off.
Lots of chaos going on as Ferris gets taken down by Smiker, and that's 2 kills traded back as Enter is forced away. 2 for 1 in favor of P247.
It's like we're in a Catholic church, bro. The lights went off. Things started happening.
Absolutely. The engage there, what that was from Garen. So Garen and Hecarim engaged on that fight, but they ended up losing out. Garen, though, 2 kills, 1 death, has already got that stride breaker, no boots. He's already got some damage. He's going to look to try to wait for that ignite and go ahead and continue getting as many kills as he can. A few more kills onto Garen, and he can be able to side lane without anyone being able to do anything, at least 1v1. With Vincent going ahead and ulting in the side, that would be enough to turn it.
Like a Boat Chicken, man. Like, he's CSing well, doing decent, protecting his 1 kill. He's not really... Can't really do anything, right? When it feels like Viego is...
He could be anywhere.
Yeah. They don't really have any aggressive wards aside from the blue buff, pink ward, right?
Indeed. Just a little bit of trading going on in the top lane. Key things when it comes to itemization. Both top laners have finished their mythic first. It is going to be Divine Sunderer for both of the junglers. And got some action coming in mid.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Instant is taken down.
But Silas is going to go ahead and re-engage. He's going to be able to miss one, but hits the second one. Trading kill onto Lucian. His first death so far. Ali's going to go ahead with the engage, but deciding to be a little bit more careful on the follow-up as Dragon is up.
Ooh.
And Ferris has started, it looks like, but Silas is going to go ahead and re-engage. The charm is going to be enough to knock him out. Ignite is oh so close. Nautilus picking that up with the re-engage now from Lofton. The EQ is going to be enough to knock him around, but it's Vayne who's getting CC'd all over the place in the back line as Ferris with the red buff is going to be able to pick up that kill at the end. And whoa, Vayne as well, picking up the second kill, 2-0 and 1. And the fight is going to be won from P247. Gold lead even, but the key second dragon going over to them. What is going to be this Ocean Soul or this Infernal Soul? Which one is it going to be?
Ultimately, it seemed like it was a 3 for 2, and it is going to be the Infernal Soul. And I said dragon stacking was kind of a big objective for GGG, but they have no dragons. They have a slight gold lead, but I don't think it's actually all that. They need to get these dragons set because a Vayne, a Viego, a Nocturne, Silas, all with Infernal Soul, that's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, like maybe 2 out of 4 you could deal with, but not all 4 of those.
Yeah, true.
That's a little too much damage coming out, yeah.
Yeah, they just...
as we're seeing, Yesman going to get aggressive here on the bot. Paint's going to ult very early as Lucian is going to get double CC. Look at that chain from P247. Expertly done as all this true damage is going to be done by Vayne. Ignite's going to go off from Hecarim, and that's why he picked it and not Flash, gentlemen. Damage onto Trash Plays, who's going to get CC now from Nautilus, who went in and out expertly. Enter Colitis is going to guarantee that kill as the re-engage here from Vincent. He's going to try to get a kill onto the back line. The chains are not going to be enough as Yasmin's going to be able to get out. Big kills back over towards it, and they're coming back in this game. GGG is going to keep fighting, and I can't believe how long this team fight is down here at bottom. Ferris is going to go down. Blue buff is going over. Enter Colitis picking it up. 1-1 and 5. GGG, solid gold lead now. We have an even game. I can't wait for this.
God damn
even
sombreros.
This game ain't even. There's a 3K goal lead in GGG. They won a 4-0 team fight. And Smiker got the first turret up in the top lane. And they're going to get a second tower down here in the bot lane. This game ain't even. GGG is snowballing, and Smiker even got a tier 2 turret. That is so much gold that they got. Flash is forced out, though. But
I feel like P247 is like Riff Raff, the rapper, man. Just shows up looking like like a shit show, right? But then, like, sooner or later, you know they're gonna pop off. Like, Riff Raff drops some serious fucking beats, and like, you know, P247 can drop it. But when they show up, I don't know what they're doing. Like, it's not. It's grab your sombreros, Rav. We're having a fiesta.
Well,
Goddamn strength.
Let's get those margaritas. Let's get those hilariously big cigars, and we'll go to the beach here with P247 because like you said, we've seen them in this position before. Yes, they're down gold. Yes, the momentum has swung against them, but they've got these first 2 dragons, and they've got the scaling advantage significantly on their side. It's not even close. And look how big Paint is right now. 3-1 and 1. Now even in CS, guys, I think this is closer than you think. And don't lose faith in P247. They're the favorites for a reason. They won. They're season 1 champions. They came and then they finished in first place over in the Masters division. They're here to stay. And look at them in this even game. Like look for their teamwork. Look for what they decide to focus on.
So Ari's been doing okay, right? Yep. I've seen Ari make some good plays, a couple good flashes.
Indeed.
I don't really know if. If Ari is meta though. Like I really don't think she's.
I don't think
as
she's
strong.
I don't think she's like uber broken like the meta picks, but I do think she is viable in the right situation, especially when you land your charm on a squishy target. You can just blow someone up immediately, and there's no cleanse
Switzerland
on this team.
Oh, I thought they were going for the Swiss bush.
Oh, this actually could be a problem for P247 if GGG collapse. This is a 5-on-4. They just have to take it.
ARAM, NA-ARAM? No.
Nope, they are just going to take
Stripes?
charge
Stripes,
and walk away.
I feel like we're getting a little bit wild. You might have to go into the closet and grab the suit. It's gonna get that wild. Like,
Ooh.
you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Get the suit. I'll grab the stuff. It's gonna get wild.
I might need to grab a hat or a flag or, I don't know, some sort of prop if we're busting that out. You know, a suit and tie just doesn't cut it these days. But I tell you, this game is certainly matching expectations. This is everything we wanted and more, and we've been so blessed this season to get excellent series to be able to broadcast. Stripes, I feel each series that we cast, it's just close, hard-fought, nail-biting series.
Indeed.
Nice.
So key points I want to point out. So we do have roughly a 4K gold lead in favor of GGG, but I'll continue right now because the fight really doesn't materialize.
It's so key. Garen's pushing with a wave in top. Remember, he doesn't have teleport. This is 4v4 here in the bottom, but there's no way that Trash Plays can leave this top with Garen up there because they're just going to go ahead and lose an inhibitor. So let's see what each team decides to do 4v4.
Yeah, let's look at.
Like the Dragons have started.
Yeah, before they get into the fight, let's just take a look at the gold real quick. The entire gold difference is in top and jungle as he engages. Here, let's see.
But we're having the massive team fight here. P247 has gone so low. We're having GGG is just going to leave Yesman off alone and an island as it's 2-on-3. Yesman being barely able to get out. Oh, he's so slippery, only dying twice. Vince is going to go ahead and re-engage. It's been so often too. Paint has almost gone down. And Bocheck is just barely able to survive. GGG is able to do it.
That is an ace, a 5 for 1, a triple kill to enter. Oh my god, this is turning.
What are we seeing?
GGG talked some serious smack last week after their win, and they are proving it. Top inhibitor is taken down. Inhibitor taken down to 2/3 of its health. But the biggest thing now, that gold lead just ballooned from 4K to 6K. And
what?
And it's
what are we watching?
Stripes, you touched on it exactly. There's a lot of emotions are running high on this game. There was controversy here in the divisional playoffs as P247 forced to surrender on a just barely late GGG, who felt really salty about that. One of their players offered the surrender vote before talking with the team, and then ended up in a surrender. So the team's really disappointed by that, and they've come for blood. They want to have a real shot at the champs. They don't want to give them any free games, and here they are. They've come to play. 6,000 gold lead as we're going to have a dragon up it was just taken over by GGG, who slowed this game down. Mid turret is still up for P247. It's holding them in this game and giving them a bastion to play under in the mid part of the map.
Yes, the big thing that we have to play around right now is this mid-tier, these mid-turrets and Baron. Those are the ones that are currently standing. Enter is split pushing down in the bot lane. Smiker split pushing up in the top lane. And trying to get a bit of an answer, but Yes Man is covering Enter, who seems to need a little bit more than Smiker, considering the fact of how fed Smiker is on this Garen.
You said this gentleman's name a lot in the last 30 seconds. I'm going to have to phone a friend here. I'm going to have to call in the one and only Dark Legend, probably the best player I know. I'm going to have to ask him what the hell I'm seeing right now, because either my eyes are messed up or something. Like, this is... P247's not playing like they usually play.
Well, now that depends on your perspective. Like I said earlier, in some of the big matches, they have had really weak early and mid games, but it's just that one team fight that just turns it around for them. Let's see if they can find this fight, or if GGG can actually manage to close this game out.
Oh, but Top's getting engaged on. Hecarim is going to go on to Trash Plays, who's having a real hard time finishing the damage. Ignite is just ticking, and Trash Plays just barely able to get out. That was so close to being a trade, but Hecarim's going to go down. The re-engage here from Ferris, and Smiker's in a lot of trouble. He really needs to get out. Going to expend the flash fairly early. Doesn't want to give P247 any more because if it goes 3v5, they 100% get the Baron. At least there's a possible contest here from GGG.
Well,
we have Ari on the bot lane, but she has teleport. Take it away, Stripes.
It's looking to be a 3v4 as opposed, because Trash Plays is dealing with Enter right now, who just took down the tier 2. As we have a bit fight in the bot lane too, as Baron is started up from the rest of P247.
A big counter engage here from P247 onto GGG, and there's low health bars all over. We're going to see who goes down first. Smiker being able to get the ult down, going to be able to get the second kill now onto Ferris, and that is a big 4 for 1. GGG is deciding whether to push or to go Baron, and it seems Baron is one out.
Boat Chicken with the kiting skills, keeping him alive, barely able to stay alive, and kiting out Viego, kiting out Nocturne, staying alive the entire time. All 4 members win the fight, stay alive at the fight at Baron. Enter did not win the fight over versus Trash in the bottom lane, but that really doesn't matter. They have Baron, they have almost a 10k gold lead at 24 minutes, and now they're just able to push.
Yeah, 9,000 gold at 24 minutes is very significant. It's multiple items across the whole team, like across multiple players. You saw that how Lucian was able to get towards mid game by having an excellent farm score, and now hasn't died in a while. 4-2 and 7, doing what he needs to do. Like you said, Wap, winning the smite battle. Winning the kiting battle as Capsuns wins the smite battle onto the scuttle. Now, does he have a smite? It's going to be up, it looks like, in about 20 seconds.
He had 2 charges. Yeah. He either had 2 charges stacked up, or that second charge was coming online shorter than 15 seconds, so he felt safe using that on the scuttle crab. But Smiker in the top lane.
That top is going to take their whole base as Hercum's going to go ahead and engage. This is all or nothing for P247.
Oh my god, they get it.
But Aaron is pushing oh so fast here on the top side. Silas is going to be able to get a little bit of damage, and they're going to be able to get the team fight win. But P247 has lost part of their base. Garen is clearing out minions deep in P247's base.
Hello?
It looks like that worked out for them. I thought that it was a disaster.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
What are we doing? Are we playing League of Legends? Like what? What in the fuck?
All in all, that was a 3. Was that a 3-0 down by the dragon? But Smiker making it costly, not only taking down the inhibitor, but taking down a Nexus turret too. Backdoor potential is becoming much more dangerous, but it's not quite as dangerous as if Garen took this smite, and he is looking for pain, but it's hard to just run at Vayne when she can just condemn you away.
Okay, gentlemen, I got a question for you. P247, they're the one with the coach that's extremely good, right?
Indeed.
Correct, challenge.
Okay, so this guy, my shout out to you if you're watching the broadcast, get the belt. Kakoma was the one with the belt. Get the belt. Get fucking Ferris on the Xin Zhao or something. If these clowns want to play like this, give them something easy, bro. Get them going in the second game, because this game looks like it's out of control. Like Jesus.
What do you think about this? Xin Zhao in jungle and a Kali in mid.
Listen, you know Vincent can play a Kali.
We all know Vincent can play a Kali. We've been on the receiving
end. Put him on. What I'm seeing right now is Garen's an extremely easy champion to play, right?
And a very dead champion.
Very dead champion, yeah.
But yes, also easy. Forward, top lane, picking up Garen. So a counter push right now from GGG is possible on bot lane, as mid is being able to go down because of this Ignite. Capsuns has a decent chance at winning this against Ferris. And look at how valuable this Ignite has been. We all noticed it at the beginning of the game. No smite, no ghost, but the Ignite has made sure that he's been able to get 6 kills and 7 assists, and GGG putting massive pressure here on bot lane.
I like the fact that they've itemized against the heal, right? You got Viego, Silas, Nocturne, Vayne, all stacking a little bit of heal.
Everyone itemized against it. Everyone has some form of grievous wounds outside of their summoner spells. Oh,
I like that Ari didn't complete hers all the way, right? Because I know that, what is that, Morel Anonicon? It's
Yes.
not even that strong of an item according to LS. Like, he says he doesn't like to see people build it. He was giving it the Faker for building the fucking thing, so... Obviously, that guy knows a lot more than me, and he says that that item is not really good. So I feel like Ari just building the Oblivion Orb is that's what it is, right?
Yes.
The
Correct.
Yeah. I feel like that's good enough, right?
And then finishing the Hourglass before
Yes,
upgrading that. I
yes,
completely agree.
yes.
Hourglass
That-
into this comp, the P247 comp, extremely useful. They need the AD and the playmaking status field as well.
Outstanding.
Enter actually had Oblivion Orb before even finishing Horizon Focus. So she's been sitting on this item for a long time. And it's provided value, especially against people like Viego and Silas, who just lifesteal like crazy due to the innate nature of their kits.
I feel like you would fall behind. I've had a very smart person tell me that you probably lose your power spike, right? You fall behind when you build the Morel Anonicon all the way.
It
Makes sense to me.
We're seeing Garen being pretty deep, being so far ahead,
Right.
being level 16 that he really can. He's going to go ahead and flash away as Ali's going to try to keep him into the fight, and everyone's going on
not-
everyone here.
Hecarim?
Big time damage onto the Hecarim.
What are-
Silas is going to pick that up as GGG looks to fall back. They lost the member, and they want to have 5 before they re-engage. This top inhibitor is going to be up in the next minute or so for P247. Look for them to be able to push out and start to contest this Dragon and this Baron when they have their top inhibitor up. It's really hard for them to do it now. 2 inhibitors down for the time being.
Chicken needs to start channeling his inner Captain Phillips and just telling these guys he's the captain now, okay? He needs to start telling people to not do fucking crazy shit like ulting one person like an Alistair on Hecarim. That's dumb shit. That's not good. You don't do that. That's a no-go.
Hecarim, Hecarim ulting only Alistar, probably not the best target,
Yeah.
because that is the
Well-
tankiest player on the team. But Smiker just running around the jungle.
He's so big. He's level 16.
He's level
Okay, that's right.
16. He has 3.5 items, really.
Okay, everybody get your speedos going. This is about to turn into like some type of horror show. Like,
Okay, so please note, GGG did start this Dragon.
Yes, and it's
What they have in
P247
mind.
who's on
have
solo
ward?
point. And the minion
Okay.
wave does
Okay.
not have actually that long of a timer, and P247.
Nautilus is deep in the lines. What the?
Wow, and I
What?
can't believe it. The stasis is going to be going up for Vincent as Trash Place is here in the back. He's going to go ahead and retreat before he has to go down. With the flash forward for Pain, he's going to go ahead and try to put the game onto his shoulders as he's trying to get damage.
Heads
up.
Linus gets him with the knockdown.
No!
The boomerang back goes ahead and takes Pain out as P247 has to run with their tail between their legs.
Jesus Christ, she's her own woman, bro.
know
Ari's
what?
her own woman.
You know what? I'm gonna shut my mouth. That's twice I've seen triple kills called for Penta, and then immediately denied. I'm just gonna not say it. I'm just gonna not say it until it's a given.
Yeah, just
I
stay
want
away
to see a
from it,
Penta,
right?
damn it.
God damn it, Paint.
Okay, guys, but look at how these resources are divvied up amongst these players and amongst the teams. Look, P247 is down a massive 6,500 gold, but they have Infernal Soul. It's pretty much an even game here.
Why are
what-
they starting up a team fight on Dragon when it's obvious that that P247's comp is a team fighting comp? And you have a Garen split push, and your split push is stronger than their split push.
I think they're a little worried of Garen getting caught out like he did a few minutes ago, where you send 3 or 4 members top, and there's really nothing Garen can do.
So wouldn't you
Yeah,
do
when you
a
have, like, a
1-4-1 or
Oh,
like you have the pressure in mid?
Look at the
So I think the
pings,
mistake
look
was
at the
starting
pings.
Dragon. It wasn't necessarily.
Yeah.
They could have looked for a pick there instead of actually just starting the Dragon. Get advanced vision and be up ahead in a bush. As we're seeing, Garen going to try to
Okay,
knock
like now,
Alistair
here it is.
away.
Here it is. Here it
Now
is.
this is a
There
lot
it
of
is.
damage onto the tank. They
We're
really
back
can't
at-
use everything onto Alistar because Vince is going to go ahead and re-engage just like Ferris
Run-
here in the
run
back line.
Paint.
They're going to go hard onto Boat Chicken as Paint goes down first.
Oh,
There it is.
Paint's dead.
Oh, he did. Oh, he did. Oh, that's a fairly even trade. That's a 1 for 2. As P247 does have an extra member down, and Nocturne has extremely low health in the back, as there's going to be a chase here in the bot, but also a fight in top. Whoa, Ferris is very, very deep here, and he's got a red buff.
A blast over.
Ekram doesn't want to let go, doesn't want to give up, doesn't want to surrender, as Ari picking it up, 8-3 and 8. Giving him a little taste of his own medicine. Silas went ahead and was a Sir Lancelot to the Guinevere and slayed her.
There's so much damage on both of these teams. Enter gonna take down the last inhibitor turret. All 3 inhibitor turrets down. 1 turret left standing for P247. All of them left standing for GGG. As really, despite that, GGG is still very much ahead in this game, as Enter even is just going to steal the blue buff away. And you just heard the announcer, the inhibitor is spawning very, very soon. So we just need to be very cautious. Baron looks like to be the hot topic right now, as Elder's not up for another 230.
We're seeing a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything in this game, hey, Rav?
Yep,
Stripes.
absolutely. But we're also seeing the resolve of P247. Like you said, they're down, but they're not out. Look at what Vayne does in this team fight. If she can stay in the back doing consistent damage, they have a real good chance of winning. As Silas getting chunked down to less than half. This could be a real good opportunity for GGG to re-engage. And Yes Man's going to go in. Going to go ahead and get the triple knock-up with his ult. First going down is Vayne. And that is beautiful for GGG. This could be it. This is their team fight chance. As Ekram going to go run through the team fight. And they've done it. They're able to take it. They've done a 5
Chicken's
for
the captain.
Woo!
He's the captain now, baby.
5 for 1 in favor of GGG. Infernal Soul be damned. Baron be damned. GGG came here with the spice. They came here heated, ready to kick some ass and make a statement. And they've taken game number 1 off of P247. Let's see if they can pull it back and force a game 3.
They need the belt, and we're not talking the kinky stuff. Like, they need, get them on something simple, like, holy.